Then he said, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't associate with those kind of felons. Criminal elements.
I mean, sometimes you just got
to. If you can drop off money in McDonald's sack and get a quarterback like Auburn did, what in the Cam Newton are we talking about?
But they never proved it, right? I mean,
well, he confessed it on his own show.
He did, and somebody said they knew who the bag man was, but he gone. I think he gone on in. Son.
Fisherman's.
Oh, hey guys, welcome to the Alabama Auburn Show.
Sorry, we're fully loaded.
Jared just had the high school football show. He's ready to freaking go, man.
Before we talk football, can we talk golf?
Yes.
Can we talk golf?
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking Peter Finch and Rick Shields, although I should be. They're my peoples. But I want to talk Andrew Ford. And I know he's been missing in action, man.
I haven't heard that name in a minute.
I
miss him.
I filed an FBI report.
I feel like I want him to put me in a child carrier and just put me on his back.
That brother's big enough. You can do it.
It's a big bug.
So look, the 13th annual Knights of Columbus Charity Golf Tournament, and I'm talking about the Thomas Harry Barrett Memorial Golf Outing.
Yeah.
Look, there's 6 available 3-man teams left. Get with Andrew today. It's this Saturday. The weather's going to be divine, and Auburn sucks. And
so does Alabama.
Alabama's not playing the best.
They're not.
Go ahead and go be involved in this. It's a great charity event, man. They do so much work.
That is facts.
Get with Andrew Ford. Get with Jim Ford, his dad. Some may say the better of the Fords.
Probably.
256-504-8038.
If you are a Coosa fan, Westbrook fan, you guys need to put a couple teams in this deal because you just reach out to Andrew and he will let you know everything that they do. If you don't know Andrew's number, find him on Facebook. He's very present.
ZLA. Just go ZLA.
Or call ZLA and just say, hey, I need to know about this Knights of Columbus thing. That's going to be great.
Yeah,
man.
I'm going to send this over to you, man, so maybe you can put it out on our
Let's me and you get in there. Can somebody sponsor us?
Notre Dame plays at 11.
Wait a minute. I'll have my grandbaby Saturday morning.
Yeah,
my grandbabies.
Yeah, sorry. Notre Dame plays at 11.
Sorry.
So, but I wish y'all well, Andrew. Now, I got that out of the way.
What is happening to our teams, bro? What's happening? What's happening, Jerry?
If I could answer that question, I would have Hugh Freeze's job, and I'd be making a lot more money, and I wouldn't be dealing with you on a daily basis.
He's my... Wait a minute.
I'd hire you.
Usually you're passive aggressive. That's straight up aggressive.
Man, I'd bring you on.
Well, could I just carry your briefcase?
I don't carry a briefcase.
Could I carry your...
Nuts?
Could I carry...
Big fan of those.
I'm not.
Hey.
I'll be a little fan. But
happy birthday to the coach, Mark O'Brien.
Happy birthday. We know this is your day. Happy birthday. That's what JW say. Happy birthday. We know you are not gay.
But I hope Notre Dame beats the piss out of you anyway. Go Irish! They do play Navy this week.
Happy birthday, Coach O'Brien. We love you, buddy.
Sorry, I got that out of the way. Sorry about that. So, yeah, man.
I had to put my smoky bones out.
Smoky bones. Hey. Yeah. Auburn struggling. They're finding a way to lose. Who would have thought? I'm going to read you the order of the ranking of the SEC right now.
Okay.
Right? All right. From bottom to top.
All right.
The very last team in the SEC right now. Let me get you on here so I can make sure everything's good. Nobody's making fun of me.
Ain't nobody watching right now.
Oh, good. Very good.
They missed the best part of the show. They got to go back.
Yeah, go back and watch. Ain't nobody watching live right now?
Nope.
That's
I think Jeremy Scott's always on. That brother's be.
But he loves Alabama.
He's a good dude.
Loves Alabama. So,
I hope he ain't kin to other Scott. Probably Scott we know. God,
so
man, I hope you ain't.
The last team right now, currently in the SEC, Mississippi State.
It makes about sense.
Hell State.
Makes sense.
Okay. Next, Auburn.
That makes very good sense.
Ahead of them, Kentucky.
Oh.
Ahead of them,
they had a big game this weekend.
Sorry, Major, Oklahoma.
Sorry.
Then, at a 1-2 record in conference, Ole Miss.
I thought it was Tennessee.
No. Then, at 2-3, South Carolina. Then, at 2-2,
Chomp.
Gators. Then Arkansas at 2-2.
Oh.
Then Alabama at 2-2. Let's see. The team ranked right ahead of Alabama in the SEC. Anchor down, Vanderbilt.
Okay, why were you so happy to say that?
They're at 2-1. I got family on that staff.
Man. I know, man. Bobby hating you, man. You got family sitting right here at this table.
Not right now. It's Alabama. Well, Scott Coley. That's my dude right
What's
there.
Up, buddy?
Right ahead of Vanderbilt, Texas.
He's far better basketball player than Bo Starkey.
Scott he'd be willing to rebound.
Scott would rebound.
He would rebound.
Yeah.
He was the total
He
player.
wasn't scared to get in there.
You know, he would beat the crap out of his kid. Cooper.
I think I saw him knock Kevin Neely out one time. Just putting his rear end on Kevin. Kevin couldn't get that rebound. And Bo was out there trying to get around that. John Stark.
Bo was just trying to throw in the rafters.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing. So
anyway, go ahead.
Hey, here's what I know. Cooper, his son Cooper, good athlete, raised ball player. Scott would beat the piss out of you. You just don't know. Sorry.
That's so good.
Sorry. All right, let's get to it.
Anyway, go back.
So Vanderbilt, right ahead of Alabama at 2-1. Also at 2-1, but ranked ahead of, it would be Texas.
Ahead of Alabama.
They are ahead of Alabama.
Sure.
Also ahead of Alabama, 2-1, Missouri.
That's who we play Saturday. Holy crap.
Who did you play last week? The team that's ranked next, Tennessee, 3-1.
We've had trouble in them last 3 years. So
Ahead of them, the Georgia Bulldogs.
That's facts.
4-1 ranked. They're number 3 in the SEC right now. Number
Good
3.
job, guys.
They're ranked number 2 in the country, but you're number 3 in the SEC. Right.
Jeez.
Then, ranked number 8 in the country,
Oh my god.
LSU.
Oh my god.
And the number 1 team in the SEC as of today, home of Kyle Field, 4-0 in the SEC, Texas A&M.
A&M. I ain't mad at you. A&M.
They were 6-1 on the season.
6-1. 3-1 in the conference.
Only team to beat them.
Okay.
Fighting Irish Notre Dame.
That's the only reason you wanted to do it. That's why you wanted to do this whole segment to do that right there.
I got to get in what I can get in. You know. So again, Texas A&M and LSU. So the top 2 teams play this week, and we'll get to that before the show's over. We'll talk about
that's
this
going to be a ball game
at Kyle Field.
That's a primetime game too,
at
right?
Kyle Field, man. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
big.
Is game day there? They're not at Kyle Field.
I think game day is going. They should, but I think they're going to be in maybe Indiana.
I bet SEC nations
Could
there.
be.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah, I mean the biggest game they got to be there.
What about Texas, Vandy,
Man,
in Nashville?
Dude. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me pose this question: if Vandy beats Texas,
Not going to happen.
Okay, but okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, I understand it.
Sorry.
But if it, could you please look? I've not been on this side in 17 years or 16 years.
Been a minute,
All right. So
as a Notre Dame fan, I'm used to it.
you appreciate where I'm coming from. So if Vandy beats Texas, does that help Alabama and Georgia? Well, Alabama, Tennessee, and Missouri. Does that help them?
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
How does that work, though?
It gets when they're picking on when they choose who's going to. What's up, East family?
The East, man. East Long.
East Side.
Hey. They
So
from the East Side?
if
Are they
your
from
name
the
is-
East Side?
If your name is East, where do you think you're from?
If you're from the East Side, that's why I really like you.
See, East Side.
He was looking sharp when he came to Pancake Day, man. He had his hair kind of like he like it under his hat.
Man, he's a
Dwayne's good, too.
he's a smooth operator.
He's smooth with it.
When you're looking to see who they're going to choose to put in playoffs, right?
Okay.
Then not only do they look at your best wins, they look at your worst losses.
Oh.
So if the team that beat you needs to go on and have a great season, like for Notre Dame, I need Texas A&M to win out.
Right.
I need them to, because that was a big win for us.
Right.
But I need them to.
That pushes you guys up.
Yeah, some losses doesn't age very well, right?
You're talking about our Vandy loss?
What I wasn't talking about that one in particular. That's so recent.
But if they beat Texas.
But some early losses from some teams. Hey, I lost to this team, but they're supposed to be good.
Okay.
So like when A&M, not A&M, yeah, when A&M beat Missouri, top 10 team, they were ranked top 10 when it happened.
Okay.
Everybody was like, "Oh man, Texas A&M's for real." But now Missouri has some losses. Now that win's not as good. So it matters. So
A&M is for real.
Texas A&M, LSU, we'll talk about that game later in the show. Right now, it's just Alabama Auburn. You want me to talk Alabama? I don't know anything about Alabama. You want me to talk Auburn?
All right, so the number 7 team in the country, not now, but last Saturday, went into Neyland Stadium against the number 11 Tennessee Volunteers, and they lost 24-17 on the road. Got their tail kicked after 15 years, Jerry. 15 years of dominance. The last 3 years have been heck on Alabama when it comes to playing against Tennessee.
I know, it's a damn shame, Jeff.
In 2022, it was a shootout, though. In 2022, it was a fun game. It was 52-48, 49, 47, somewhere around in there. It was a tough game. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. The most penalties
it was ugly
that I have ever seen in my life on that game in 2022, and again this year in 2024, it literally was a crap fest when it came to penalties. So, in your perspective, a person that likes neither one of those teams,
sure,
or either one, excuse me, Miss McMurray, God rest you, either one of those teams, what did it look like from a person that just loves football perspective when it comes to the penalties?
I didn't watch one play.
Did you not? But you always go back and watch. You didn't go back and watch that game?
I didn't. I got it recorded.
You usually record them and go back and watch them.
It's recorded. I've been busy, man.
Why you get so offended? Why you get so offended?
I've been busy, man. Always judging me.
Paul Dillard, come get your boy.
My pastor's
Paul
always
Dillard, come get
judging
your
me.
boy, man. Golly.
My pastor's always judging.
Michael Tinsley, I'm gonna need that stray jacket to come put something on Jerry. But anyway, it was an ugly game, man.
Yeah.
It looked like a crap fest, and the most detrimental foul, the most detrimental penalty came when Kendrick Law on the final possession prior to the play of still in the game or still an interception drive or whatever. The penalty pushed Alabama to 4th and 7, then pushed them to 4th and 22.
What up, Sammy Ray?
Let me tell you something, man. When that happened,
yeah, you don't come back from that.
No, when that happened, I told my wife and my kids, I said, "We're done."
They weren't listening.
No, they were looking at their phones. But basically, I'm really talking to you when you're not there.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Jerry's right here with me, even though we don't watch football together. But
I don't watch football with anybody.
I know you don't, except for Tim Warren. But anyway, that's another.
Not on purpose.
That's fair. That's fair. But when that happened and pushed it to 4th and 22, let me tell you what the conspiracies are.
Yep.
Okay, you love conspiracy. You're a Jesse Ventura guy. You're an Alex Jones guy. You love conspiracy theories. The conspiracy is, I'm not. Let me preface this. Jeff is not saying this.
Man, my nipples look good today.
You do too.
That's not so. They told me.
You are a beautiful.
Coley.
You're a beautiful specimen. And what that guy say about Jamie Grant? Look at that.
Magical.
Specimen.
Sorry, man. I was thinking about good old chips and my nip showing up. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, it's a nip. So when that, but look at the game. Let's go back.
Okay.
Jalen, and I text you, and I told you, I said Jalen has made some throws that looked intentional. But I said this before any of the conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
And then he goes over and sits on the bench and looks like worried, like anything I've ever seen in my life. And then the penalty.
Yeah.
That looked to me, and a lot of people out there that are saying on social media, looked intentional. Like this kid did. I'm not saying he did, but it's all this stuff saying that Kendrick did this intentional to back this up. Why? Why? Said, you're a Vegas guy. Why? To make sure that spread didn't get covered.
Sammy Ray makes a good point. He said stupid penalty, but should have been called on both.
That's a fact.
All right, so here's what I'm doing behind the scenes and reading stuff and what they're really not telling you, because they don't have to tell you this. Alabama does not have to talk about injuries. Milroe's hurt, and he's been hurt, right? He's not operating near to 100%.
Okay.
And it's not really being talked about, but I got some inside contact people who are at practice. He's limited at practice.
Okay.
He's obviously limited in the game, but
that's true.
The step down between him and your backup quarterback is a big gap. There's a huge gap.
Huge gap.
And 80% Milroe is better than your backup.
That's a fact.
And so throws he would normally be making from my understanding, he physically can't make.
Okay.
They're trying to get him back, right? Going through all the therapies, everything's possible to get him back 100% right. So I think he's doing better. I don't think he's gonna have a couple weeks off before he can truly say, "Hey, I'm right."
Okay.
But I think he's well enough, and will be on Saturday, that Missouri's in trouble.
Well,
my opinion.
No, I think that's great. I mean, that's an inside information that I don't think a lot of people are hearing.
Yeah.
But not me. I haven't heard that. You don't talk to me anymore anyway, but because you got this new circle. But it's all good. But the deal is, what I think is, does that help him telegraph the pass? I hear you, right? He's telegraphing it. He's literally telling you where he's going. And he didn't do that last year.
I can't speak to it because I didn't see it. So
you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch it. It's recorded.
It's like me playing quarterback. I'm gonna find. I'm looking my guy.
Where's number 2? You're getting the ball.
You're getting it. You're getting that ball.
That's never a bad decision.
But again, that's just the conspiracy theory that people are saying. So,
what I get upset about these Alabama fans talking about, it's another Mike Shula.
No,
you're showing your ignorance when you talk about that kind of stuff.
It's not.
I mean, just because you watch football don't mean you know football. I'm going to relate that to the church. Just because you go to church don't mean you know God. Right? Just because you listen to the pastor don't mean you even cracked your Bible open.
Sometimes pastors be saying stuff they don't be living it. But
anyway,
that was me, though.
No, it happens. So I'm saying, it's the Mike Shula era. This guy can't coach.
It's not, though.
It's not.
It's not.
That's ridiculous.
No.
But as the Auburn side of this thing, it sure is fun to watch and see.
I hate you so much. So, I hate you so much. So anyway, following the field goal, Sampson had the touchdown, and they reclaimed the lead at 50 with a 55-yard connection. I can't say this kid's name. The
quarterback.
What's his name?
Call him the quarterback.
The quarterback. I don't want to do that because you got mad at somebody saying the quarterback.
Just because we're watching a show about high school football.
Yeah.
And not one time did they mention the kid's name.
Sure didn't.
Not once.
And so that's why I worried when we were talking about that earlier in the kitchen. I panicked because I was like, I can't say this kid's name that I'm trying to say.
But it's different that you can pronounce it or not pronounce it.
Okay. That I knew it was there.
I mean, it's not hard to pronounce Lancaster.
That's true. That's true. So anyway, he chunked that 55-yarder to Dante Thornton Jr. or whatever his name is. Set up another touchdown.
Which that Thornton was playing at Auburn instead of the one we got.
Well, you better figure that out. So anyway, Tennessee did something incredible. They beat us in rushing. They beat us in passing. And they only trailed in the time of possessions by what? A minute and a half, something like that, 2 minutes.
Crazy.
And Sampson had 71 yards on just 8 carries. 8 carries, and then he ended the game with 89 yards. Alabama played like garbage. He is watching on one. Wow,
I was trying to watch.
Show.
I'm trying to watch what you tell me to watch. I'm trying to pull it up.
Anyway, it's just terrible, man. I mean, Alabama just had a terrible game, and that's what teams do, right? Alabama defensive lineman Tim Smith. Here's what he said. Listen to what he said. Let me find this. He says, you go into the halftime locker room, you figure things out, you analyze it, you break it down, and you come out with something new. They made a few adjustments, and I guess it may have worked. It may have worked. It did work for them. He says it may have worked for them, but that's just what great teams do. And I think that's a great statement.
It is.
Tennessee is coached well.
Yeah.
Alabama, let me just say this, still coached well. I think there were some chaotic scenes on the sideline and some frantic things that happened, but Alabama still has amazing coaches.
They do.
You just got to execute, right?
And talent.
And it's always the coach that gets blamed or the coaches that get blamed, but you got to execute, right?
Sure.
So that's my take on that.
You guys have this week?
We have Missouri, and this is going to be a tough
teabag.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope so. Missouri's been playing pretty good. Alabama, I think, has got something to prove. They really got to. I listen to the coach's show like I do every Wednesday night on the way home from church. Ryan Williams was the guest last night.
Oh, that's a good show.
He's great.
Yes.
He's really good.
How old is he?
He's 17.
Yes.
17. But you got to go listen to his podcast. He's got a podcast out, and it's doing very, very well.
It is, yeah.
it's a little difficult to follow for me sometimes because he's got a heavy tongue. He don't enunciate real well, but dude, he's good. He's full of knowledge. Ryan Williams knows this freaking game.
He does,
and he's well ahead of his years at 17 years old. So anyway,
well, I think you guys should dominate Missouri. Auburn should have won that game last week. You know, they gave up the go-ahead touchdown, like 46 seconds left in the game. They ran a little play over the right side, missed 3 tackles. It's horrible. Yes, sir, go Yankees.
you see, Jack.
Yes, sir, go Yankees.
Hey, they're playing 7 o'clock tonight or 6?
No, it's tomorrow night.
Oh, it's 25th.
Tomorrow.
25th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be broadcasting the Coosa Tuscaloosa Academy game, but I'll have a screen up.
Well, you're at home, so you have the screen. You can put the television in there, and you're good to go.
It'll
Sorry about that game call. Blake, get your headset ready, son.
No, you know why? Because I'm a professional, and this is one of the biggest games in the state of Alabama tomorrow.
Facts.
As the former number 14,
What's that quarterback for Tuscaloosa's name?
Lancaster.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, Preston, first
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your mom and him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When your name is Preston, you come from a wealthy family.
you should Preston.
His name is Preston.
That boy can throw a ball, but we'll talk about that later. We're talking about that on the pregame show tomorrow. So Auburn gave the game away. They peed it away, right? Yeah. Just peed it away.
As you say, Peter Ben.
They did. They did. Then they lost 21-17. So I'm looking at stats for that game, and it's going to come down to this. So you have a quarterback rating of 43.1 during this game. You're 17 of 29 passing, under 200 yards and a touchdown.
So when
you didn't throw an interception.
Nope.
But so all the Auburn fans were, and he ran the ball, 11 carries for 18 yards. Hey, how about I give it to somebody else? I'm just saying, stop running. But your best receiver on the team happens to be probably Malcolm Simmons.
But he shouldn't be.
Freshman. Should be Cam Coleman.
Correct.
Or Kendra Lambert-Smith.
The best athlete on your offense. You can't get him the ball? God, dog.
Something's got to change. Cam Coleman did have a 47-yard touchdown. He had one reception, Jeff. One.
Touchdown.
Oh, no. El touchdown-o. George,
Jeez.
say that for me. And they're falling apart. If the quarterback situation doesn't change, look, Auburn's not going to make it to a bowl game.
No, not
and I was really hoping they could at least make it to the Birmingham Bowl.
Well, they did a couple years ago.
And so let's get back to the Birmingham Bowl, right?
I mean, just get there.
But it's horrible.
What's that bowl in Montgomery?
Toilet Bowl?
Yeah.
Until they find a way to utilize the quarterback situation.
It's a nightmare.
Thank God for Deuce Knight.
Yeah.
That's money well spent.
Yeah. He's not going to stay, y'all. He's not going to stay. I texted you during that game, and I said, where does he go? Where does he go? They can't win a game. If Cam Coleman cannot get the ball, where does he go?
He goes to Alabama.
He's going to Alabama.
He was committed there before he went to Auburn.
He's going. Was he 18 years old?
Yeah,
he's going to Alabama.
Very talented. They got to have somebody throw him
You
the
put
football.
Cam Coleman right on one side and Ryan Williams on the other side.
Well, here's the thing: you put Cam Coleman where he is, and you put
just give him the ball, y'all.
Perry Thompson, and you put Lambert Smith probably. Then you got the other freshman, who Malcolm Simmons is incredible. And how about run the ball? You got Jacquez Hunter.
Oh, my God.
Run the freaking ball. What's that, Matthew Chair? So I think there's ain't no way to go but up.
It's a fact.
And I'm saying they're going to get the victory against Kentucky. I don't think Kentucky's that good, but Auburn ain't that good. So it's a battle for not being in last place. You don't get draft picks for this. So.
Well, you got Kentucky that's beat Southern Miss. They beat Ohio. They beat Ole Miss, right? Mm-hmm. And then they've lost the last two. They lost to Vanderbilt and to Florida, which those
both
are two
teams
teams.
Are playing well.
Two teams are playing well. Now they're hosting. I think are they hosting?
They're at Kentucky. Yeah,
they're
over
at Kentucky.
Yeah.
So Kentucky's hosting Auburn. Kentucky has something to prove. So there's two teams that coming in with some attitude right now that we've got to get our crap together. Coaches are saying that. The faculty's saying that. The student body's saying that.
Is the faculty going to go in the game?
Not really. The fan base is saying that. and especially your players are saying we've got something to prove.
You have to get this victory. You have to get the victory. And, of course, as they should be, Kentucky's favored. Right. They're favored in the game. I'm very confident that Auburn gets this victory.
Honestly, I'm a Bama fan, but I hope that Auburn gets this.
And that's why you picked Kentucky.
Listen,
but
I did not say that my emotions want Auburn to win.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
I really do. I care about Kentucky. I don't care nothing about Kentucky. I do.
You don't ride no horses.
Nah.
You like
I used
bourbon.
to like their basketball team when Alabama's team was terrible.
Yeah, you're all about bourbon, though.
Not now.
So that's the Auburn take. That's the Alabama take.
That's all we got.
Well,
but
no. Let's talk about some college
there
football. The big games of the week. And we're going to get out of this quickly. I want your quick take, man. Louisville, Boston College. That's a game that is. I think it's tomorrow. Actually, I think it's a Friday game. Pretty sure. What's your take on that?
I don't do a whole lot of that kind of stuff, but I will tell you this. Let me go back to my pick.
So you don't remember who you picked?
No, I do. But let me make sure because I want to make. Let's see. I've got Boston College, and I think Boston College wins by 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like it. Other big games. 2 games tonight.
You want to pick the Liberty game? Sorry, my bad. Okay,
go ahead. Too soon for that.
That's fine.
Syracuse Pitt tonight. That's tonight, by the way. I didn't know that, but here it is.
I've got Pitt winning that game by 3.
Okay, like it.
What do you think?
I think Pitt wins. Yeah, I think. I mean, they're undefeated, and they run the ball very well. So I think Pitt also wins that game under a touchdown, but I think they win.
Okay. So my 3 is not out of the question.
No,
okay.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong, Mark.
All right.
How about the big game? Saturday, one of the big games, Washington at Indiana.
Okay.
Information I just gathered this information.
Oh.
Indiana's quarterback is out. He had surgery.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I may need to change my pick.
I just found out seconds ago.
So Indiana 6-0.
Yes.
These guys have been playing ball. I've been texting. I talked to you 2 weeks ago. I said, "What's up with this Indiana team?" You said, "Man, they're the real deal." Yeah. They're one of the teams that's taking advantage of the transfer portal.
27 kids.
Yes.
And they're all playing.
Yes.
The average age defensively is 22 years 6 months.
That's stupid. That's what Coach O'Brien was talking about yesterday.
And offensively, they're 21 years 8 months. So these kids go play football, then they go to the bar. These kids are experienced. Yeah. They know what's going on, and that's why they're winning, right?
Well, and there you go.
And so, but
wow,
their quarterback will not be playing in this game and may miss 2 weeks.
They're
off next week.
I still got Indiana as the total package team. Their running game looks really, really, really good.
212 yards a game.
Yeah. So I mean,
at this moment, I have Indiana, but I have to go back and find out who the quarterback is.
Gotcha.
That
makes sense.
Just giving you good information.
Hey, just let me know. The other 2 guys don't look at the show that's on the board. Just text me. It's okay.
There's 3 other guys on.
Oh, sorry. Well, the other one don't ever text back anyway.
Sorry, Bill. Nebraska, Ohio State. I think Ohio State teabags them.
That's done. Yeah.
Let's talk about Oklahoma, Ole Miss.
So I have got Ole Miss in this game.
Well, they're a 20-point favorite.
Well, yeah, but again, Oklahoma has been berated in the media this last few weeks. They have been. You're not even qualified. This is what they're saying. You're not even qualified to be in the SEC. You guys are pitiful. I mean, so they're coming in. When we would play big teams in high school football, our coach would say, "Play like you got a chip on your shoulder." I really think they have a chip on their shoulder, but I got Ole Miss.
Kiffin's got something for him.
You know that's right. And it ain't a Republican Party. You Democrat mother.
Hey. Arkansas, Mississippi State.
Well, you know who I got.
Yeah, we got Arkansas on that. Well, I do. Well, that's not on our board.
That's not on the board, I don't think. No, it's not there.
It's not. Well, yeah, I think Arkansas gets them pretty handedly.
Why did you put that game on there?
No idea. I ain't but a certain amount of room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I try to do.
You got a template that you do? You just put them in there?
No, somewhere between 12 and 17.
Oh, just whatever stands out the most for you. Okay. Makes sense.
How about
the Miami game?
Missouri, Alabama.
Look, I got Alabama. Straight up. Alabama's got to win.
16.5-point favorite.
They're going to win. I think they're going to win big. I think they're going to win huge.
That's what I said.
I do. Doesn't mean they're the best in the world. I just think they got a statement. It is, hey, we're here.
It's in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Illinois at Oregon.
I got Oregon.
No question.
Yeah, they're going to beat them.
I'm going against BYU.
So,
I'm taking.
I've got BYU, but BYU.
Quarterback's been a star. I've picked them every game this year.
Yeah,
picked them to win.
You did, even when we were like, "Why'd you pick BYU?" And you did, and you won.
And now I just got a feeling that crazy stuff's happening. Look at last night, Kent State.
Man, how crazy was
First
that?
First time ever.
Yeah, a 5-0 team lost to an 0-5 team.
6-0.
Or they were 6. Yeah. A 6-0 team lost to an 0-5 team. Wow.
So I got athletes at Central Florida over the Mormon Jews. The quarterback's a Jew.
I may change mine just so I can vote or cheer hardcore for the non-Mormons.
Who'd you pick?
I picked the Mormons.
Oh, yeah.
I may change my pick just so I can join you.
Into picking against the Mormons?
Correct. I'm not scared to say it.
Just changing just to change.
No, I'm changing to be with you. I'm trying to get you to like me again. I'm trying to get into the group. I have been kicked out of the group.
People in the group buy lunch. You're out.
That's not true. I buy lunch for a lot of people, but not that group. But I may.
There is no group.
I don't get no free. I don't get no free stuff, so I ain't.
I brought you lunch yesterday.
No, you do.
Mm-hmm. It was good too. Wasn't it?
It was really good.
Man, it was good.
Yeah, dude. I was telling her about that. I said, man, it's really good.
Yeah,
man. It's good stuff. And those potato fries.
Sweet potato fries.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. All right, let's talk Florida State, Miami.
We got 3 minutes
before Florida State, Miami.
I got Miami. Miami's going to handle business big time, probably 20 points.
Let's go a little.
What's the line on that?
21.
Okay, well then I'm good. Okay.
What about LSU, Texas A&M?
A&M.
I got LSU.
You do?
I do.
A&M is going to beat the brakes off LSU and prove it's a statement game. It's going to happen. Watch. When I say beat the brakes, 10 points. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Texas A&M, 10 points.
Last game. It is a Cal Phil. It's a night game. It's rowdy. What about Notre Dame Navy?
Okay, I got Navy. Let me tell you why.
Okay, listen.
Let me tell you why. Listening to you the last couple of weeks talk about Navy, you said out of your own mouth, these guys are the real deal. Mm-hmm. They are a good football team. They're well-rounded. Everything they do fundamentally is right. Mm-hmm. So
most disciplined team I've seen in a long time.
That's it. When you said that, that's exactly why I picked them. Not because of you, because you said that. Most disciplined team I've seen in a while.
Yeah, very incredible. They run the true triple option, but 48% of the time they run it out of shotgun.
That's
different.
Tough. Yeah.
And they can throw the ball.
Yeah.
Different.
So you're obviously not going to pick against Notre Dame, but
if
is it one of the toughest games of the year for Notre Dame?
No.
What do they win by?
21.
21?
Yeah.
I'm picking Navy, but Navy wins very narrowly.
That's all I got. Fully loaded.
Fully loaded. Thank you guys at Fully Loaded for being the great Trent and Jenny Trashers. Appreciate you guys. Trashers.
The Trashers. Fully loaded.
Man, it's killing me to say this, but